You absolutely need to see this before the end of August. Do not skip this message. I need your full attention for the next few minutes, because what is about to unfold in the final 48 hours of this month will set the energetic tone for the rest of your year, and potentially the rest of your life. This is not an exaggeration. This is an urgent cosmic warning and a divine invitation. We are standing at the edge of a monumental energetic cliff. The dates are August 30th. These are not just the last 2 days of the month. They are the final moments of an old paradigm, a final breath before a quantum plunge into the shocking new reality of September. The lunar energy is about to shift so dramatically that it will impact every single person on this planet, whether they are aware of it or not. But for those of us who are awake, for you who found this message, this is your last chance to consciously harness this power. There are 8 specific physical mistakes, 8 seemingly innocent actions that you must avoid at all costs during this 48-hour window. Engaging in them could lock you into old timelines of struggle, confusion, and stagnation, while avoiding them will align you with a frequency of abundance, clarity, and miracles that September is promising to deliver. This is your final opportunity to prepare your vessel. So before we dive into the first critical mistake you must avoid, I need you to anchor your energy with us right now. Do these 3 things immediately. First, like this video to signal to the universe that you are open and receiving this guidance. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because the downloads will be coming fast and you cannot afford to miss them. And third, go to the comments right now and type the number of completion, of divine wisdom, and of the final chapter closing before a magnificent new one begins. By typing 999, you are declaring to your higher self that you are ready to release what is ending and step fully into the powerful new beginning that awaits. Let's be clear about the celestial mechanics at play. The end of August is governed by the dark of the moon, the sacred waning crescent phase, leading into a potent new moon in Virgo on September 2nd. This is not a time of action, it is a time of sacred surrender. It is the holy pause. The universe is holding its breath, and it is asking you to do the same. Think of these last 2 days as an energetic vacuum, a cosmic void, where the old reality is being dissolved to make space for the new. During this time, your physical body becomes an extraordinarily sensitive antenna. Every action, every thought, and especially everything you do with and to your physical form is being amplified 1,000-fold. Your body is the anchor for your spirit in this dimension, and right now, it is being recalibrated. The 8 mistakes we are about to cover are physical actions that create energetic interference, scrambling your signal and preventing you from receiving the high-frequency light codes that will begin flooding the planet in the first week of September. What is coming next month will shock you, but you have to be in the right state to receive it as a blessing and not as chaos. Many will experience September's energy shift as jarring, disruptive, and frightening, but you will not. You will experience it as an activation, an upgrade, a homecoming, but only if you prepare correctly in these final crucial hours. The very first physical mistake, the most critical error you can make on August 30th and 31st, is neglecting conscious hydration and energetic cleansing. I am not just talking about drinking 8 glasses of water. I am talking about a deep, cellular level flushing of old energetic residue. Your body is over 70% water, and water holds memory. It holds emotional memory. Right now, your cells are saturated with the emotional debris of the entire summer. The anxieties, the fears, the disappointments, the collective grief. If you do not consciously and intentionally flush this out, you will carry it directly into the new cycle. This stagnant energy will become the foundation upon which your September reality is built. On these 2 days, your primary physical task is to become a clear and flowing river. Dehydration on a physical level creates energetic constipation. It makes your auric field brittle and your spirit sluggish. You become a dense vessel, unable to process the subtle, high vibrational energies that are pouring in. The Virgo new moon is about purity, and it demands a pure temple. To neglect this clearing is to show up to a sacred ceremony covered in mud. So your first assignment is this: Drink more water than you feel you need, but do it with intention. Every time you lift a glass to your lips, say aloud or in your mind, I release all energy that is not in alignment with my highest good. I cleanse my body, my mind, and my spirit. Visualize the water as liquid light, flowing through every cell, washing away old timelines, old heartbreaks, and old limitations. If you can, add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water to amplify its cleansing property. You can even place your glass of water in a window overnight to absorb the subtle, releasing energy of the dark moon. This isn't just hydration, it's a sacred ritual of purification. The consequence of ignoring this is feeling overwhelmed, foggy, and emotionally volatile as September begins. You will mistake the incoming energy upgrade for a personal crisis, because your vessel is too clogged to process it with grace. The second physical mistake you must avoid is surrounding yourself with clutter and physical disorganization. Look around your space right now. Your home, your car, your workspace. These are not just physical locations. They are extensions of your energy field. During this potent 48-hour gateway, every single object in your environment is emanating a frequency. That pile of mail you haven't opened, it's a frequency of overwhelm and procrastination. Those clothes you haven't worn in years that are clogging your closet, they are energetic anchors to a past version of you, a timeline you are meant to be transcending. That broken item you keep meaning to, it is a symbol of broken energy in your own life. On August 30th and 31st, clutter is not just a nuisance. It is a spiritual liability. It creates stagnant chi or life force energy, blocking the flow of new opportunities and blessings from entering your life. The universe is trying to deliver a package of profound blessings for you in September, but it cannot find a clear space to leave it. This waning moon phase is begging you to create a vacuum. It demands a void. Nature abhors a vacuum, and if you bravely create one by clearing out the old, the universe will rush in to fill it with something far more aligned with your soul's purpose. To engage in disorganization now is to tell the cosmos, I am not, my life is too full of the past to receive a new future. The Virgo energy that is building is the energy of divine order, of sacred systems, and of meticulous care. You must first apply this energy to your physical surroundings before you can integrate it into your inner world. This is not about achieving perfection. It is about creating intentional space. It is about honoring your environment as a sacred temple that houses your spirit. If you are feeling this call to cleanse and clear your space, if you can feel the old energy begging to be released, type I am clear in the comments right now to anchor this intention into the collective field. You are not just cleaning your home, you are clearing a path for your soul. By declaring this, you join a powerful current of collective energy, all of us preparing our sacred spaces for the miracles that are on their way. Your action is not just for you, it is a contribution to the healing of the planet. So the ritual for these 2 days is simple yet profound. Go through your space, even if it's just one drawer or one corner, and release what no longer serves. This is not a frantic, stressful cleaning spree. It is a slow, mindful ceremony of release. Hold each object in your hands and ask it, do you belong in the future I am creating? Do you carry the frequency of love, expansion, and joy? If the answer is no, thank it for the lesson it taught you, and let it go. Donate it, recycle it, or discard it with gratitude. As you clear the physical space, you are simultaneously clearing dense energy from your auric field. You are physically severing energetic cords that have kept you tethered to situations and identities that you have outgrown. This is one of the most powerful forms of magic you can perform during this gateway. To ignore this, to choose to live in chaos for these 2 days, is to actively choose to remain in the energy of your past. The clean slate offered by the September new moon will be lost on you, as you will be too busy navigating the physical and energetic obstacles you refuse to clear from your path. This brings us to the third critical physical mistake to avoid: consuming low vibrational foods and substances. Your body is a biological instrument, a divine piece of technology that is constantly translating energy into physical reality. In these last 48 hours of August, this instrument is being finely tuned. What you choose to ingest during this time is quite literally the information you are feeding your cells. It is the raw material from which your new reality will be built. Consuming processed foods, refined sugars, excessive caffeine, alcohol, or heavy, dense animal products during this window is like pouring sludge into a high-performance engine. These substances are not just unhealthy, They are energetic anchors to the dense 3D matrix. They create inflammation in the body, which is the physical manifestation of spiritual resistance. They cloud the pineal gland, your third eye, severing your connection to your intuition and your higher self. They lower your overall frequency, making it impossible for you to hear the subtle guidance the universe is sending you. The light codes coming in September are of an extremely high frequency. To integrate them, your physical vessel must be as light and clear as possible. You wouldn't pour muddy water into a crystal glass and expect it to remain pure. Do not do this to your sacred body. This is not about a diet or about deprivation. It is a conscious act of frequency alignment. For these 48 hours, choose foods that are alive with pranic energy, fresh fruits, vibrant vegetables, nuts, seeds, and pure, clean water. Think of it as eating light. You are literally consuming light to prepare your body to hold more light. To choose heavy, lifeless food now is to choose to remain heavy and dense in your energetic state. You will find yourself feeling sluggish, irritable, and disconnected as the new energies arrive, completely unaware that your own physical choices created the barrier. This is a moment to honor your body as the sacred temple it is, preparing it to become a worthy container for the immense blessings of the coming month. The choice is yours. Will your body be a clear channel or a clogged filter? Now we move deeper into the energetic field, into an area that is both profoundly physical and deeply spiritual. The fourth physical mistake you must absolutely avoid on August 30th and 31st is engaging in low vibrational speech, specifically gossip, complaining, and self-criticism. This is not about being positive for the sake of it. This is about understanding the raw creative power of sound and the physical mechanics of manifestation. Your voice is not just a tool for communication, it is a physical instrument of creation. Every word you speak is a vibration, a sound wave that emanates from your body and ripples out into the quantum field, rearranging energy and instructing reality what to become. The throat chakra, your fifth energy center, is not merely a metaphor. It is a powerful vortex, a portal through which your inner reality of thoughts and intentions is birthed into the outer, physical world. In these final 48 hours of August, this portal is exceptionally sensitive and powerfully creative. To use it carelessly is to play with cosmic fire. Gossip is perhaps the most insidious form of this mistake. When you speak about another person in a negative light, you are not just harming them, you are performing a dark ritual upon yourself. You are physically weaving an energetic cord from your energy field to theirs, and to the low-frequency situation you are discussing. You are inviting that same reality of drama, betrayal, and judgment directly into your own life. You are literally tuning your own physical and energetic body to the frequency of that problem. On August 30th and 31st, as the universal energy thins and the veil between worlds becomes almost non-existent, these energetic cords form instantly and are far more difficult to sever. You risk carrying these chaotic entanglements with you into the pristine high-frequency field of September. Complaining operates on a similar, destructive frequency. Every complaint is an affirmation. It is a prayer for more of what you do not want. When you say, "I'm so tired," your cells listen. When you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," the universe listens and agrees, delivering more evidence to support your declaration. In this potent, pre-new moon gateway, every complaint you utter is a foundational brick you are laying for the month ahead. Do you want to build your September on a foundation of lack, frustration, and powerlessness? Because that is precisely what complaining will manifest. And then there is the most personal and damaging form of low vibrational speech, negative self-talk. The words you speak to yourself, whether out loud or in your mind, are the most powerful spells you will ever cast. Your body believes every single word you say about it. Your subconscious mind takes your words as direct commands. To look in the mirror on these days and criticize your appearance, to berate yourself for a past mistake, or to tell yourself you are not good enough, is an act of profound self-sabotage. You are programming your own divine vessel for failure and pain right at the moment it is being prepared for a massive upgrade. The Virgo energy that is building is about sacred embodiment and divine wholeness. Self-criticism is a violent rejection of this incoming gift. For these 48 hours, your mission is to guard the portal of your throat. If you cannot speak words of love, gratitude, or beauty, then embrace the power of sacred silence. Consider it a speech fast. Notice the impulse to complain or gossip, and simply allow it to pass without giving it voice. You are starving the old patterns of energy. The alternative is to speak with radical intention. Bless your food, thank your body, speak your dreams into existence. Stand before a mirror and say, I am ready, I am worthy, I am whole. Let these be the vibrations that program your field. To ignore this is to walk into September with a clogged throat chakra, feeling unheard, misunderstood, and powerless, wondering why the world isn't responding to your desires, never realizing you spent the crucial preparatory window programming it for the opposite. If you are ready to reclaim the power of your voice and use it to create a September filled with magic and miracles, I want you to go to the comments section right now and type the powerful affirmation, "My words create worlds." Feel the truth of that statement vibrate through your entire being. This is not just a comment, it is a decree. It is a declaration to the universe that you are a conscious creator, ready to speak a new, more beautiful reality into existence. You are aligning with the creative life force of the entire cosmos. This leads us directly to the fifth and profoundly modern physical mistake that could derail your entire September: mindless digital consumption and endless scrolling. Your eyes are physical organs, and your attention is one of the most sacred, tangible commodities you possess. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. In these critical 48 hours of energetic refinement, your phone, your laptop, your television, they are not just devices, they are portals, and you must be ruthless in questioning what portal you are choosing to open. Every time you unlock your phone and begin to scroll, you are physically plugging your consciousness into the collective grid of fear, comparison, outrage, and distraction. You are allowing an endless stream of chaotic, low-frequency information to flood your nervous system and contaminate your auric field. This is not a passive activity, it is an active draining of your life force energy. The blue light from the screen physically disrupts your pineal gland, the seat of your third eye, calcifying your connection to higher realms and dulling your intuition. The constant dopamine-seeking loop of likes and notifications creates a state of perpetual energetic agitation, making it impossible for you to settle into the deep, quiet, receptive state required by this lunar phase. The waning moon asks for introspection. It asks you to turn inward, to be with your own soul, to listen to the subtle whispers of your own heart. Scrolling is the exact opposite. It is a violent turning outward, a desperate search for external validation and distraction from the inner work that is calling to you. On August 30th and 31st, to be glued to a screen is to be broadcasting to the universe, I am not available for my own evolution, I am too busy consuming the manufactured reality of others. The energy of September is going to be subtle at first. It will arrive as synchronicities, as intuitive hits, as quiet moments of profound clarity. The universe will be trying to hand you the roadmap to your most extraordinary future, but you will not be able to see it or hear it if your senses are completely overwhelmed and desensitized by the energetic static of the digital world. You will miss the feather floating down in front of you because you are staring at a screen. You will miss the stranger who was meant to give you a life-changing message because you have headphones in, drowning out reality with a podcast. This is a physical act of spiritual bypassing. It is using technology to avoid the discomfort and the beauty of being present in your own life. The comparison trap of social media is particularly venomous during this gateway. Seeing the curated highlight reels of others' lives, while you are in a state of sacred release and vulnerability, can implant deep seeds of unworthiness and not enoughness that will then blossom into frustrating realities in September. The Virgo energy is about honoring your unique path and your divine timing. Comparison is its antithesis, so the invitation for these 48 hours is a radical one. Engage in a digital detox. If you cannot disconnect completely, be incredibly intentional. Delete the apps you know are draining you. Set strict timers. Unfollow accounts that make you feel less than. Replace scrolling time with sacred activities. Walk in nature barefoot. Read a physical book that nourishes your soul. Meditate, journal, listen to high-frequency music, or simply sit in silence and watch the clouds. Create a sacred, protected container for your consciousness. Allow your nervous system to reset. Allow your aura to repair itself. Allow your mind to become quiet enough to finally hear the loving guidance that has been trying to reach you all along. To refuse this invitation is to choose to enter the new energetic era depleted, distracted, and disconnected, a ship without a rudder,
tossed about by the powerful new currents of September, completely unaware of the divine navigation system that resides within.
We now arrive at the sixth, and perhaps most counterintuitive, physical mistake you must avoid in the dominant culture of our time. On August 30th and 31st, you must avoid forcing strenuous physical activity and ignoring your body's profound call for rest. We have been conditioned by a relentless matrix of hustle and grind to believe that our worth is measured by our productivity, that pushing our bodies to the limit is a sign of strength, and that rest is a form of laziness. This is one of the greatest deceptions of the old paradigm. During this sacred waning moon gateway, this belief is not just false, it is spiritually dangerous. Your body is not a machine to be driven, it is a sacred biological vessel undergoing a deep and delicate process of energetic recalibration. Think of your physical form as a spiritual instrument, like a violin. For 2 days, the divine luthier is carefully loosening the strings, sanding the wood, and reapplying the varnish, preparing it to play a new, celestial symphony in September. To engage in a punishing workout, to push through exhaustion, or to force your body into a state of high physical stress is like grabbing that violin mid-repair and smashing it against a wall. You are actively working against the divine process of your own upgrade. Let's look at the physical and energetic mechanics of this. Strenuous exercise floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline. These are stress hormones, the biochemical messengers of the fight or flight response. They are the frequency of survival, of emergency, of imminent threat. This state is, by its very nature, a state of contraction. Your energy field clenches, your heart chakra closes to protect itself, and your crown chakra shuts down as all your energy is redirected to your limbs for a perceived battle. This is the exact energetic opposite of what is required right now. The universe is asking you to be in a state of soft, open receptivity. It is asking you to trust, to surrender, to receive. You cannot be in a state of survival and a state of sacred reception at the same time. The two frequencies are mutually exclusive. To choose physical strain now is to choose the frequency of struggle. The energy being downloaded into your system during these 48 hours is incredibly subtle and high frequency. It requires a calm, settled nervous system to be properly integrated. If your body is in a state of alarm, these light codes will bounce off your contracted auric shield, unable to penetrate and integrate at a cellular level. You are, in effect, making yourself spiritually impermeable to the very blessings that are being offered. The consequence is that you will enter September feeling a deep, inexplicable exhaustion, a burnout that no amount of sleep can seem to fix. You will feel agitated, on edge and sore, mistaking the powerful new energies for something that is attacking you because your own choices created a state of physical resistance that interprets every energetic current as a threat. The sacred alternative is not to become completely sedentary, but to engage in conscious, restorative movement. This is the time for yin yoga, for slow, deliberate stretching that helps to release stored emotional trauma from your muscle fascia. This is the time for a gentle walk in nature, preferably barefoot on the earth, allowing the planet's magnetic field to ground your energy and pull away any dense, stagnant frequencies you are carrying. This is a time for Tai Chi, or Qigong, practices designed to cultivate and circulate life force energy, not to expend it. Most importantly, this is a time to honor the wisdom of your breath. Your deepest spiritual work on these 2 days might simply be to lie on the floor, place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly, and breathe. Inhale deeply, imagining you are drawing in pure cosmic life force. Exhale completely, imagining you are releasing every last ounce of the past month's tension. This is not laziness. This is active, sacred work. You are consciously calming your nervous system, opening your energy channels, and preparing your physical vessel to become a clear and worthy conduit for the potent magic of September. You are building your energetic reserves, charging your spiritual battery so that when the intuitive calls to action come next month, you have the vitality and clarity to follow them without hesitation. If you can feel this deep, cellular yearning for rest, if your soul is whispering to you to slow down and honor your body's needs, I want you to anchor this profound act of self-love. Go to the comments right now and declare, "I honor my sacred." By typing these words,
You are giving yourself permission to unplug from the matrix of false productivity and plug into the divine rhythm of cosmic renewal. You are joining a global community of souls who understand that true power lies not in force, but in graceful alignment. This brings us to the seventh physical mistake, one that requires immense courage and self-awareness to avoid: engaging in forced social engagements and ignoring the profound call for sacred solitude. Look at your calendar for August 30th. Do you have obligations, parties, or meetings that fill you with a sense of dread? Do you feel a pressure to show up, to perform, to be on for other people? In this critical 48-hour gateway, honoring these obligations at the expense of your own energetic well-being is a grave error. Your energy field, your aura, is right now like a freshly tilled garden. It is soft, open, and incredibly fertile, ready to receive the potent seeds of your September reality. To immerse yourself in chaotic social environments, crowded places, or conversations with individuals who are vibrating at a frequency of drama, fear, or complaint is like allowing a herd of animals to trample through that pristine garden, compacting the soil and destroying the delicate preparations. You are an energetic sponge at this moment. Your auric membrane is intentionally porous, designed to absorb the high-frequency light codes that are beginning to stream onto the planet. This also means you are exceptionally vulnerable to absorbing the dense, unprocessed emotional energy of others. You might walk into a gathering feeling clear and centered, and walk out feeling anxious, depleted, and emotionally heavy, carrying energetic baggage that is not even yours to process. You are like a snake releasing an old skin that has become too tight and restrictive. This is an intensely personal and vulnerable process that requires a safe, quiet, and contained environment. Solitude is not a punishment. It is a sacred necessity. It is the holy cocoon in which your transformation takes place. The universe is attempting to communicate with you, to give you the final pieces of guidance you need before you step into the new chapter of September. But these communications are not shouts. They are whispers. They are the subtle intuitive nudges, the synchronicities, the sudden flashes of insight that can only be perceived in the quiet. You cannot hear the whisper of your soul over the noise of a crowded bar or a meaningless conversation. To choose distraction over solitude now is to hang up the phone on the divine. It is to tell your higher self, I am not available to receive your guidance. The consequences of this choice are profound. You will enter September feeling scattered, confused, and disconnected from your own inner knowing. You will look for answers outside of yourself, seeking validation and direction from others, because you missed the opportunity to receive your own personalized divine roadmap. You will feel a strange sense of loneliness and misunderstanding because you surrounded yourself with people but refused the ultimate intimacy of connecting with your own soul. The invitation here is to practice the sacred art of saying no. Saying no to that invitation is a radical yes to your own evolution. It is a declaration that your spiritual well-being is your top priority. Create a sanctuary for yourself. Turn off your phone, light a candle, put on music that elevates your spirit, take a salt bath, journal, meditate, simply be in silent communion with yourself. This is not about avoiding people you love. It is about loving yourself enough to give your soul the space it is crying out for. This is your chrysalis moment. Do not let the world break it open before your wings are ready.
And now we arrive at the eighth and final physical mistake, the one that acts as a capstone for all the others. The action that can single-handedly undo all of your sacred preparation. On August 30th and 31st, under the dark of the waning moon, you must absolutely, unequivocally avoid making binding decisions or forcing finality upon any situation in your life. This is the ultimate act of surrender, and for many, the most difficult. We are programmed to seek resolution, to find answers, to close chapters, and to control outcomes. But these 2 days are not a time for control. They are a time for trust. The energetic fabric of your reality is currently in a state of sacred dissolution. The universe is taking your old life, your old limitations, your old stories, and dissolving them into pure, raw quantum potential. It is like a master sculptor who has just melted down a block of old misshapen metal. The metal is now molten, formless, and shimmering with possibility. To make a permanent decision right now, to sign a contract, to accept a job offer, to end a relationship with a dramatic final conversation, to purchase a house, or to issue an ultimatum, is to attempt to shape that molten metal with your bare hands. You will not only get burned, but you will force it into a crude, premature form that is a pale imitation of the masterpiece the divine intended to create. Think of it this way. Your entire energetic operating system is being rebooted. These 48 hours are the restart. Please do not unplug or turn off your computer screen. To force a decision is to pull the plug mid-update. You risk corrupting the entire system, creating glitches, bugs, and karmic loops that will plague you throughout September and beyond. The Virgo energy that is coming is the energy of divine precision, of sacred order, and of perfect alignment. But you are not there yet. You are in the holy void that precedes it. This is the chrysalis. The caterpillar has dissolved into a primordial soup inside the cocoon. It is not yet a butterfly. It is pure potential. Forcing a decision now is like ripping open the chrysalis and demanding that the soup fly. It is an act of violence against your own becoming. Any decision made from this energy of dissolution will be tainted by the very past you are trying to release. It will be a choice made from fear, from impatience, from a lack of trust in the divine process. And the universe, honoring your free will have no choice but to crystallize that fear-based decision into your new reality. The contract you sign will have hidden clauses of struggle. The relationship you end in anger will create a karmic tie that is even harder to break. The house you buy will reveal its hidden flaws. The moment the new energy of September dawns, patience is not passive. It is an act of profound spiritual power. For these 48 hours, your only decision is to not decide. When faced with a choice, your sacred response is, I will sit with this. I will know the answer when the time is right. You are handing the reins over to your higher self, allowing the universe to orchestrate a perfect outcome that your limited mind cannot even conceive of yet. To ignore this final piece of guidance is to trip at the finish line, to lock yourself into a slightly upgraded version of your past, just moments before the door to a radically new future was about to swing wide open. So what is on the other side of this sacred pause? What is it that is coming in September that is so profound, so shocking, that it requires this level of meticulous preparation? What you must understand is that the new moon in Virgo on September 2nd is not just another new moon, it is a cosmic recalibration point. It is a great unveiling. The primary energetic signature of September 2025 is a shocking and radical cascade of clarity. The fog is about to lift, not slowly but in an instant, as if a divine switch has been flipped. This is what will shock everyone. For months, perhaps even years, you have been navigating through a dense mist of confusion, uncertainty, and illusion. You've been asking why. Why did that relationship end? Why did I lose that job? Why has my health been a struggle? Why do I feel this persistent sense of longing or dissatisfaction? September is going to deliver the answers, and they will arrive with a speed and clarity that may feel jarring, even breathtaking. The why behind your greatest challenges will be revealed not as a punishment, but as a divine and necessary part of your soul's curriculum. You will suddenly see the intricate golden thread connecting all the seemingly random and painful events of your past, and you will understand at a cellular level that it was all leading you to this precise moment of awakening. This cascade of clarity will manifest in several shocking ways. Firstly, you will experience what can only be described as timeline bifurcation. The collective reality will feel as though it is splitting into two distinct experiences. For those who have done this preparatory work, who have cleansed their bodies, cleared their spaces, guarded their speech, rested their vessels, and trusted the void, September will feel like stepping onto a cosmic moving walkway. Synchronicities will become your normal. Opportunities will not just knock, they will break down your door. You will feel an unprecedented sense of flow, as if the entire universe is conspiring in your favor, rearranging itself to meet your highest intention. For those who ignored the call, who clung to their clutter, their drama, their distractions, and their need for control, September will feel like an acceleration of chaos. The very foundations of their lives, relationships, careers, belief systems that are built on illusion will begin to crumble at an alarming rate. It is crucial to understand that this is not a punishment, it is a mercy. It is the universe lovingly but firmly removing everything that is not in alignment with their soul's truth, forcing them to face the clarity they refuse to choose willingly. You as a prepared vessel will be called to be a lighthouse in this storm, a calm and neutral observer, holding your high frequency without getting pulled into the dramas of the collapsing old world.
The second shocking manifestation will be in the realm of your relationships and life path. The clarity will be so absolute that you will no longer be able to tolerate inauthenticity in yourself or in others. You will look at a relationship or a job and you will simply know, with every fiber of your being, this is not for me. There will be no more room for negotiation, for compromise of your soul, or for making it work. The truth will become so loud in your own heart that to ignore it would be an act of self-violation. This will lead to sudden and swift endings, but also sudden and miraculous beginnings. People from your past may reappear with apologies that heal ancient wounds. Soul family you have never met will suddenly enter your life, feeling more familiar than people you have known for decades. The career path you were afraid to pursue will suddenly open up, with clear and undeniable signs pointing the way. The shock will be in the speed and the ease with which these monumental shifts occur. What you thought would take years of struggle will resolve itself in a matter of days. If you are ready to receive this divine download of truth, if you are ready to see your life with new eyes and step into the flow of your highest timeline, go to the comments one more time. This is a powerful decree. Type the words, "I claim my divine clarity," to declare to your higher self and to the entire cosmos that you are no longer available for confusion or illusion. You are ready to see the truth, to know the truth, and to become the living embodiment of your truth. Finally, the most personal and shocking shift of September will be an upgrade to your own intuitive and physical systems. Your psychic senses will come online in a way that may feel startling. You will know things without knowing how you know them. Your dreams will become more vivid, prophetic, and filled with guidance. You will feel the emotions of others more acutely, making energetic hygiene and shielding an absolute necessity. You will also feel a new sense of vitality in your physical body. Aches and pains you have carried for years may suddenly vanish as the old, trapped emotional energy is finally released. You may find you no longer crave the dense foods you once did, and your body will begin to naturally gravitate towards light, high-frequency nutrition. This is the physical embodiment of your frequency shift. You are literally becoming a new person, at a cellular level. This is the great promise that awaits you on the other side of these last 2 days of August. It is a reality of profound clarity, miraculous flow, and authentic embodiment. But this reality is not a guarantee. It is a choice. It is an invitation. The work is to be done now, in these final sacred hours. You are standing at the gateway. You have been given the map and the keys. The question that remains is, will you walk through? The choice is yours, and it is being made with every breath you take, every bite you eat, every word you speak, and every moment you choose to surrender over these next 48 hours. This message found you for a reason. There are no accidents. You are a part of the Great Awakening, a crucial player in the shifting of the ages. Do not take this moment for granted. It is your final chance to consciously align with the most powerful and benevolent wave of cosmic energy we have experienced in our lifetime. So for the final time, if this message has resonated in the deepest parts of your soul, anchor this energy, like this video to seal your intention, subscribe to this channel so we can navigate the shocking and beautiful waves of September together. Share this message with at least one person you know who is ready to awaken and needs to hear this urgent call. And go to the comments and type 999 one last time, signifying the completion of your old cycle and your complete and total readiness to be reborn. Remember who you are. You are a sovereign creator, standing on the precipice of a miracle of your own making. Prepare your vessel. The best is yet to come.